All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage here at SimRace SA. This is Division 2 of our Assetto Corsa Competizione series, the GT3 racing tonight from the Nürburgring in Germany. It's your host, Alan Paterson. I'm in the booth tonight doing coverage for the team, and we're 30 minutes into quali, so we're going to be bringing you the last 15 minutes. As you can see, clock's just gone under 15 minutes. Quickest at the moment, Hannes van Wyk. I'll show you the current timetables. Current lap 156.4 for Division 2, first pole position or current first place driver. That's exceptionally good. Stephen Kenny very close behind, 156.8. Bradley Taylor, he's one of our new members as well, who's just joined. Very quick already, a 157.2. Carlos dos Santos impressing again in the big BMW with a 157.2. Joten van Aswegen in one of the McLarens, 157.2. Peter Kraling in 6th place, one of the many Aston Martins, the V Advantages, 157.3. Martin Joubert in 7th place, another V Advantage. And Jason Luck in 8th in the first of the Ferrari 488s, about a second back, 157.4. Martin LaRue, another Aston, and rounding out your top 10, Craig Hunter in another McLaren, 157.5. So top 10 just over a second apart, which is very close. I am, during quali, I'm going to run this screen for timing because it allows us to see the drivers' deltas. We'll have the towers up in the race just now, but at least you can see what their delta times are in the top left corner as we look around and try and see who's on a quick lap and who's not. YouTube channel, good evening. Hello to Jason Holden Jones, our fearless leader from Germany. And joining him from Germany, it's my old slot car friend, Michael Nemas of Nemas Race Cars and Esports now. Hello, Michael. Sehr gut. Hello, Jason. Neil Berger. Welcome, guys. G&G Pickle. Great to have you on board. Right. Excuse me. Just jumping to our third placed Bradley Taylor in one of the screaming R8s, and he is well up on his delta. Oh, he was. He threw a bit away through that last chicane into the last corner, and he's picked it up again, so he's definitely going to improve. Let's see what this does. It might get in closer. Oh no, he stays there. Third place overall. That was Bradley Taylor in the Audi. Martin Joubert down in 6th place. He's up in the Aston Martin. Just on his delta now. Just fallen back a little bit. Moritz Krokamp, hello. Ruan, how's it? Glad to have you, boys. Thanks for the company. Martin doing really well through Sector 2 in the Aston, and now heading up towards the last chicane before the last corner onto the start-finish straight. Losing a bit of time or dropping off now as he gets up to the chicane. Let's see how he goes. Oh, cut that one a little bit heavy. And, yep, as I thought, he's diverting to the pit lane via the Armco. Alright, down a little bit. 10th place, Craig Hunter in McLaren. That's a matte, I beg your pardon, a glossy black McLaren. Not too sure if there's supposed to be a livery here or if that's his livery, but that's what we've got at the moment. He's very much on his delta, as you can see, just going up, going through into Sector 2. Drops a bit of time as it goes around the hairpin down at the bottom of the track. Now the climb up the hill. He's in amongst traffic as well, so hopefully he can either pick up a bit of a... Oh, he got caught in the sand there. That's dropped him off a lot of time. Okay, up to Hannes van Wyk on our leader. He's just started a quick lap as well, dropping a little bit of time as he goes into the first complex here just after the start finish straight. Purple and orange Aston Vantage V8. He's dropped a lot of time as he goes through there. I was astounded at how fast the field is growing. Our current entry list, I can just confirm this while we're watching Hannes. I'm just going to go to Chris DeSantis in the big BMW. He's currently up. There's some very interesting stats here for those of you that are interested. As you know, we're doing this drive for the Warmer Angel project, and funds received to date in our drive to help them is currently at 27,729 rand. Every single one of you who have donated and entered to race at SimRace South Africa, your entry fee has gone into this pool to help the Warmer Angel projects, and believe me, they are hugely thankful. So it's not really possible to pass that on to every single member in person, but we try and do it via the commentating crew on the evenings of the races. The other important thing is this series, our Assetto Corsa Competizione GT3 series, our flagship series, currently has 117 entrants. For a South African sim racing league, we're currently at or even going past the likes of the Solidarity race entries, and I can tell you, as I know for a fact, there's a lot of guys that aren't here that could still actually be in this series. So Division 1 on Monday night was 37 or 38, nearly 40 entries. Right, tonight we had a bit of power problems, so we've had a couple of people that couldn't make it, but we're still in here at, I think 20 people. So and then Division 3 running on the other server, again, and a good, I don't know how many are in there. So this is a great turnout for the Assetto Corsa Competizione League. Okay, let's see who's on a time here. We've got 7.5 minutes left. Chris DeSantis in the BMW. I've got a very soft spot for this car after seeing them at Car Army, and I'd like to see somebody get it to go well, because it's like the Bentley, it's like a Boatley, it's just a big bulky car, but Chris seems to be doing quite well with it. So, or he just ran wide there and he's gone out of bounds, so he's lost that lap. Further down the field, Craig Hunter again in the black McLaren. He's well up, 3/10 and climbing as he heads down into the hairpin, halfway around or into sector 2. Let's see if he holds on to this time. Oh, he's lost it all. He's gone too wide there and it's gone. Very tricky little corner that. Important to hug the apex going through there and keep your pace and not run wide, otherwise you just throw away all the time. Looking through my timing sheets to try and find anybody else that's currently up. Down 18th place we've got James Leach. James Leach in one of the only Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3s. There's two of them I think tonight. Sean Hards and James Leach. And James kind of struggling with the big Mercedes at the moment. He is an honest arrive and drive driver tonight. He hasn't had much time to set up. He's just had a bunch of, I think, bulldog or boxer puppies. Okay, Jason Luck in the Ferrari 488, currently well up and onto the start finish line. This is going to be a huge jump for Jason. Oh, bang, he goes from 9th to 4th. That was his best lap. So good job there by Jason, up to 4th on the grid. And currently on another quick lap. So, okay, he's just lost. He ran a bit deep into turn 1. But he's there or thereabouts. We'll watch him go around. Currently 1/10 down as he heads into sector 2. So not too far off already. A quick qualifying lap. Marius Skuman on YouTube, good evening. Thank you for joining us, sir. Neil Berger, how is your knee, my friend? Have you recovered from your injury? And is everything fixed? Does it work? Etc. Give us an update, buddy. Jason goes through the Schumacher chicane S, whatever you want to call it, and he's slightly up on his delta, so doing a good lap again. Let's try and get a... Oh no, we'll use this one on board. Just on his delta as he heads towards the last chicane. Oh, he blew that out. Bad luck. So, Hannes van Wyk still holding down top slot in a 156.421 with just under 3 minutes and 40 seconds left before we go to the official race. Let's have a look at the timetables. Hannes currently quickest first and third sector, with interestingly Martin Joubert in the Aston quickest mid sector. Aston, McLaren, Audi. Michael Leroux just went quick into 6th place, pushed Jason down 1. So look at that, it's 2 Astons, 3 McLarens and an Audi, top 7, top 8. Ferrari, BMW, then 2 more Astons, another McLaren, another Aston, and a Sol Bentley from Waldo Swiggers. Second Ferrari, another McLaren, and the second BMW M6, Andreas Oosthuizen, and then another McLaren, 2 Mercedeses, and another... Oh, and there's a Porsche. Stanley Fenton in the Porsche, yes. Alright, let's see. What are we doing here? Peter Krailing in the Aston. He's currently up into sector 2. Well, kind of on his delta. That's awesome, Neil. Good to hear, buddy. You don't want to mess around with that thing. That's knee's important, buddy. It helps you move around. Marius Skuman shouting for Hannes. Hannes doing exceptionally well. Almost half a second clear of the field, as you can see. So he's doing really well. Mike McGear, how's it? Also on board and also shouting for Hannes. And Marauder 8310, good evening to you, sir. Okay. Got to have somebody on a quick lap somewhere. Here we go. Joten van Aswegen in the lime green McLaren. He's just climbing into the braking sector. Has done really well through there. And has a current green delta, so this should be good if he can maintain. Oh, it's a good climb as he goes. Oh, and that's a... What's this called? Oh yes, Commentator's Curse. Sorry, Joten. You were on it, and I kind of did a jinx on you there. Mark Hansen, down in 14th place in the other Ferrari. Blue and white, liveried... Mac liveried Ferrari. Mark also one of the new guys, also quite quick. He's running very well in the touring cars as well, and he's well up here. 2 tenths, 2.5 tenths, even 3 tenths. Oh, slides a little bit there and throws it all away. Got to be very smooth is fast. That's what we know. That's what I've been told by everybody. It is really difficult to do that, as I'm sure everybody watching and everybody participating can attest to. It is not an easy task to be smooth with these cars. Marauder apparently is an old-timer. He used to race here with Jason back in 2014, 2015. Jason, are you on board? Maybe you can say hello. We've had a couple of old-timers come back. Marauder in our touring cars. There's some members come back. One of the pilots has come to race with us. I forget his name now. Bjorn Buchner. So yeah, maybe you should get on the website or join the Discord channel and come and do a few laps with the boys. Right, Mark has pulled into the pits. We're done as far as quali goes. 155.680 for Hannes van Wyk. I'm just trying to see if anyone else is on a good one here. Mark Leroux. I don't think he's making it. Nope. Chris DeSantis in the big BMW is down to 8th. Dirk Brand, he's on a quick lap. Golf liveried Aston Martin. He's currently 4/10 up here, so this is a last blast right in the dying moments. Let's go to his. There you go. He's doing awesomely here. If he can just get this to the end, this is going to jump Dirk up a good 6, 7, 8 positions. It's carried through the last chicane well. He hasn't run wide. Last corner. Hold it together. Oh, when the time drops from the wide corner, but he's done well. He's gone from 12th up to 12th. Good grief. Alrighty, well, there we have it. Okay, field is set. I'm going to take a little quick ad break here, chaps. We'll be back with you very shortly. Hold on 2 seconds. All right, we're back with you. Moritz, go Stroud. So everybody's got their favorites here tonight. James Stroud down in 15th place. And we shall see what's going to happen shortly. We're about to kick it off. Everyone should be starting their engines, and we're going to go around for a full rolling start, single file as normal, and hopefully everybody keeps their wits under control, and we'll be off in about a minute and a half. 20 drivers this evening, so we did manage to get a reasonable field in here, even considering all the power failures with our useless national service provider. You see the teammates Steve Kenny and Jotun van Aswegen matching McLarens in 2nd and 3rd place there. Bradley Taylor 4th place, Stephen Sparks up into 5th in the other Aston. That was a late arrival. So great to see that Audi up there. And I think Bradley's going to do well with that. Mike LaRue, 6th place. Jason Luck first to the Ferraris with Chris DeSantis, 7th and 8th. Martin Jabet in 9th. And Craig Hunter, 10th place. So good mix of cars. No Porsche domination like there is in the Division 1 class. Hopefully everybody's in single file in the right positions. No one's trying to pass anybody. Currently watching Andries Oosthuizen in the Sol McLaren. I will put some money that he might I'm sorry, in the BMW he might progress up the rank in this race. Stanley Fenter, our sole Porsche, the black car, back in 19th place. I think this is still we've got the liveries in place on the server, but the guys need to get the naming conventions set where your liveries reside on your own machines and name them. SRSA underscore initial and surname underscore 202, and then make sure that your program's pointing at that livery, and then we'll see it. So here we go up to the top of the grid. Everyone's kind of hooking up, getting ready for the start. Shiraz, good evening. Lucky for you to join us as well. Stroud had a PC crash, Moritz is telling us. Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully he got back in before the race starts, because the race locks down at 1:45 on the dot. Shiraz, looking forward to some close racing. Me too. Oh gosh, look at that. There's only 19 people. So James has had a PC crash and he's out this race. That's bad luck. Bad luck. He can't rejoin, so that's him out. Right, here we go. Anna's getting ready for some red lights. Everyone in the back all jockeying and getting ready to put foot. Everyone's very close. We're going to see how it goes through into... there we go. We got lights. We're off. Oh, 3 abreast going down to turn 1's braking point. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, look at that Aston Martin. Oh, Jason in the Ferrari punts into the back of the white Aston. I think that was Martin Jabet's car. So we're going to just stay on board here with Mr. Kenny, Van Wyk, Steve Kenny hanging. No, he's gone. So it's Bradley Taylor up into 2nd place already, chasing Hannes Van Wyk. A little bit of chaos at the start there, and I'm sure there's going to be a couple of a bit of gnashing of teeth. A little bit further back, let's see where they all are. Here's everyone, here's the field. So it looks like that is okay. Stephen Kenny's quite far back. So Joten van Aswierchen with Jason Luck taking insane lines into some corners. He's going to get some more points and complaints, I think. Really not taking the right lines through here. You certainly don't go quick on the grass. And now he's just really in everyone's way. Okay, here come a pile of cars. Settle down now, boys. Let's just whoosh. Everyone's piling into that corner. Yo, guys are in a rush here for sure. This is a 90-minute race. And oh, that Aston, there's a big smash there. I can't even tell you who that was, but there was a smash. Ish, that was definitely Martin Jabet, I think. Yeah, there's Martin in the white car. There's a McLaren coming down very slowly. Brent Alexander making a move here on Jason. Goes down the inside. Jason running very wide. So he's basically gone up and down the grid. Currently in 9th place as they come down the start-finish line. First lap done. Hannes van Wyk in the purple and orange Aston out in the lead. Let's catch our breath after that first lap. So Bradley Taylor's done great. He's come up from 5th, I think, 5th or 4th. He's in 2nd place after that coming together in the first corner. So guys are going to have to just sort themselves out. And hopefully it's not too much damage. A couple of cars will get some repair done at the pit stops. And then we'll see how that pans out from there. Mark Janssen van Rensburg, welcome buddy. Agreed. That is not cricket. This is Division 2 and the guys are just as keen. Jotun up back into 3rd place, kind of has recovered. Front of the McLaren's looking a little bit worse for wear, but it's a drive back coming from him. Further back it's a bit close here. Let's try and get alright. It's Mike LaRue in the other white Aston. There we go. Right, so got him. And there's a big Bentley up in front of him. Waldo Swiggers, I think that is. Yes. So Waldo Swiggers is, I think, up into 4th place already. Just got to let the timing screens catch up. Marauder, yeah. Look, it happens. Div 1's racing. The guys have got... they're a lot more in control. These guys are still keen to show their mettle and to try and make up positions. It's an ongoing thing, but it's managed properly and it's not that bad, really. Let's go and see what's going on. Hannes van Wyk. Oh, throwing the Aston into that into the complex here after the start-finish straight. Bradley Taylor hanging on, 3.3 seconds back. Let's go back to Mike LaRue. Mike LaRue is, he's got Dirk Brand just behind him in the golf-coloured Aston. And these guys are all close here, so... Dirk Brand actually catching up to the back of Mike LaRue. He's going to try and put a move on him very soon. And behind him, Peter Kralin, Brent Alexander and Craig Hunter, all of them with the big BMW of Chris DeSantis down in 10th place. Jason Luck, he has gone further backwards, now down to 11th, and we've got a stop-go 30 for Stephen Sparks. I don't know if that was... Well, it's green, so he went into the pits. So he's either sped in the pit lane or something to that effect, but always... been too far off track, out of limits, or sped out of, I don't know. Anyway, he's got a stop go. Martin Joubert, who was involved in that first corner incident, he's pitted and he's right at the back and he's going to drive from there all the way back up. Let's see how he goes. So here we have Mark LaRue getting onto the back of Waldo Swiggers in the big Bentley. Dirk Brand falling off the back a little bit. Oh! Mark LaRue looking for something there, looking for something. He's trying to force Waldo into a mistake here. Let's follow him and see how this pans out at the end of the main start-finish straight. And he's right up his wing here. This is going to be a big dive into the braking zone. Waldo steers well right, left, keeps clear, goes around the outside. Oh dear. Mike was round him and kind of spun it on the sharp hairpin, and Dirk's taken advantage and has gone down the inside in the other Aston. So Mike's had a net loss after making a big move there on Waldo Swiggers into turn 1. Yeah, there we go. Everyone's admitting their dramas on YouTube. See, Mark's done it, Shiraz has done it, I've done it, Jason's done it. We all have brain fades every now and then, but we improve with age. So these guys will get better. So look there, position 8, Chris DeSantis in the big BMW in the pits with Peter Kralin. I don't know if that was Peter Kraling standing still. Chris DeSantis standing still. So this could be their laps. They might be taking early laps, early pits, I beg your pardon. So let's see how this pans out. Bradley Taylor falling off the back of Hannes a little bit, but well in second place. 6 seconds ahead and 6 seconds behind, so a bit of a lonely drive for him. Joten van Aswegen in third place. Waldo Swiggers nearest to him, 2.8 seconds in the big yellow and green Bentley, with Dirk Brand going forwards behind him in the golf coloured Aston Martin. Oh, and everyone's running. Oh, somebody was off there. That looked like it was Joten. Not Joten, it was the other McLaren. It was Steve Kenny there. Oh yes, this McLaren's looking very second hand. And he's behind Waldo. Yes, so he was off there for a second. So Waldo Swiggers, here they are into the braking zone. Waldo, Dirk Brand and Mike LaRue, everyone's pretty close here. These guys are all within attacking distance. Dirk Brand looking to make a move on the big Bentley. Peter Kraling, Chris DeSantis still in the pits. It's like long now. I mean, unless they're filling the tanks and doing a lot of repairs. Stephen Sparks still got to do a stop go 30, so hopefully he isn't ignoring that, because he'll get a DSQ if he's not careful. Glenda Stanford, hello on YouTube. Hang in there, Bradley. Why am I struggling to even see a driver called Bradley, unless it's Brent Alexander? Oh, Bradley Taylor. I beg your pardon. How stupid of me. Yes, he's up in second and doing really well. So, good stuff there for Bradley in the Audi. Peter Kraling and Chris DeSantis are still in the pits. I've got a feeling we've got an issue here. I don't know what the issue is, but these guys are almost going lap downs now. Sure. Don't know. Can't tell you guys. We'll find out soon. Cold brakes and tires, so you overcommit and don't have the car under you to challenge so soon. Yeah, sure has agreed, but you know, we had a driver's briefing. We explained to everybody. From what I could see on that replay, Jason came in way too hot, and you know, he wasn't going to stop in time. So, but I might be mistaken. We'll have to have a look on the replay. I'm sure some people are going to lodge a couple of incident reports. It'll all get sorted out before the next race. Waldo Swiggers is still under huge pressure here in the Bentley from Dirk Brand, with Mike LaRue not too far back. Yo, Dirk is running hot there. Let's go to Dirk's car. He's going to be under pressure soon if he doesn't be careful. Now we can hear the big V8 rumble as he's following the Bentley down to the down into sector 2. Runs a little bit wide. If he's not careful, Mike LaRue's going to take advantage of these wide corners and can throw the wide Aston. He's looking up the inside here. You can see in the mirrors. He's expecting Dirk to actually run wide. So, okay, Dirk holds it on the apex. Off they go to the Schumacher Aces. A little bit further back, Andries Oosthuizen. Yo, all over the back of Mr. Fenter. So Andries in the big BMW chasing Stanley Fenty in the Porsche. Stanley's run wide. Andries has taken that position. And there I see Stephen Sparks taking his stop go 32nd. So he's in the pits. And I also see Chris DeSantis is out the pits, as is Peter Kraling. And they are 2 laps back. There must have been a huge amount of damage. I didn't see a penalty next to their name, so I have no idea. They've brimmed the cars and probably changed tires and done full repair, and they've had a spit and polish done, something like that. Mike LaRue trying again. We're going to go back up forward. Mike LaRue's on the back of Dirk Brand. These three are very close as they go down the start finish straight. Joten van Aswegen just hanging on to the tail of Mike in the McLaren. And these guys are all pretty close, tiptoeing now through turn 1. However, Dirk Brand is certainly looking to get by. It's is this a dive? Oh no, okay, so he's just having a look. He's trying to cause Waldo to make a mistake. I think Waldo's wiser to it, as is Mike LaRue, so we're going to follow these guys from our helicopter cam. Mark's getting really close up the back now. They're all close up under braking. He's run wide. Here's Mark's chance. That's it. Dirk Brand left the braking way too late, ran wide onto the marbles, and Mark was down the inside. That's what I said was going to happen. This is some great racing going on here. Shiraz, Brand must settle down a bit, find his rhythm. Yep, well, now he's got to find more rhythm, and he's actually going to have to chase Mike LaRue's actually driving a great race here in the Aston. He is now going to be attacking Waldo Swigger shortly. Hannes van Wyk is just driving into the sunset. We know he's in first place. I'll keep my eyes peeled on the timing screens. Bradley Taylor doing just as good, but 8.6 seconds back. And Waldo Swiggers we're watching here in third. Got a Mike LaRue's car. Waldo Swiggers 11 seconds back already in third place, with Mike close on his heels. Dirk Brand and Joten van Aswegen. You can see Dirk closing in as they come back up onto the start-finish line. Mike's very close to the Bentley. He might look for it. He might look to send it down the inside here as they come into turn 1's braking point. Is Waldo going to go defensive? No, he's not. He is. He's moved across. Mark's gone back across. There we go. Nicely around turn 1. And off they go. So Martin Jabet and Steven Sparks both pitted, finished. Chris DeSantis now. Oh, look there. Mark's run wide and Dirk's gone down the inside. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. A little bit of a side swap. Dirk's on his way, so I think Mark's going to have to just settle down. Joten's taken advantage of that, and he's moved up from 6th. So Mark's thrown away a lot of work there, and he's going to have to fight it back and drive back up front. I'm sorry to say Chris DeSantis has made a mistake somewhere. He was in the pits for I don't know how long. Probably a mechanical failure, but he didn't do anything by the looks of it to the car, so he hasn't had a registered pit stop. You can see it's still showing orange next to his name, so bad luck there. And he's so quick with that BM. I really want him to have a good race. I don't know what the problems are that he has, but he's going to have to go and pit again, and he's already almost 2 laps down here, so I don't know. They'll have to tell us what's going on there. Okay, let's see what else is going on. What is this? James Leach. He is in the race. So somebody else disconnected. Wasn't Leach. Here's James. The big Mercedes. Sorry, I earlier on mentioned that James might have had a disconnect. Who was that on YouTube? Let me go and recheck. Stroud. No, I can't see it. Someone posted that there was a PC crash. I thought it was... I can't find the post now. So similar colored cars. Got to be teammates here. Not 100% sure. Westhuizen and Leach. BMW versus Mercedes. Andries running a little wide. James looking down the inside. Now Andries has compromised his turn onto this straight, but James didn't pick up on that, so he's just hanging back there. Alright, so more pit stops. Kenny has done a pit stop, so he's got his under his belt. Let's go back to Joten van Aswegen. Dirk Brand is now in third. Joten right there behind him, but in the background also you can see Mike Leroux and Waldo Swiggers also still having their race. Mike has passed Waldo Swiggers, in fact. So Mike Leroux back up into 5th place. Runs a bit wide going onto the start-finish straight. Oh, Mark had a bad tank slapper there, but Waldo's nowhere close enough to take advantage. As they blast down the start-finish straight. And, right, we've had 9 laps done. Just on almost 20 minutes finished, gone by. This race, hour and a half, 90 minutes long. So, and expected 1 compulsory pit stop, which we were debating in the driver's briefing. I believe you can, I think it's something like any time after 5 laps in and before 5 laps from the end, but not entirely sure when the official window opens, nor was Ryan. But these guys have done 9 laps, and there's 3 people that have already done their pit stops. Martin Joubert and Steven Sparks, Steve Kenny. Everyone else, I expect, she'll be coming in round about 45 to 40 minutes time. Let's see what else is going on the track at the moment. Jason Luck, who was having a very eventful start, is start of his race, is half a second back from Stanley Fenton in the Porsche. Hopefully he's settled down. Everything looks good. Normal racing lines now. It's not taking some strange apex lines and over the grass into the corners. Oh, and just behind him, Craig Hunter runs a little deep in the McLaren. Manages to hold on to it and probably didn't gain an advantage there, but certainly has gained an advantage on Jason, and is going to be looking at Jason in the chicane. He's next to him. They're both next to each other. Jason's, oh yes, Craig's got it done before they even get there. Nice on the brakes, well done through there, and a good pass by Craig Hunter up into 12th place as Jason peels off and goes into the pits. So Jason taking a pit stop after 10 laps. Let's hope he doesn't speed in the pit lane here. Should have the car in there. He puts brakes and he should have it in pit limiter now, I hope. We'll see. So Jason in after 10 laps, after 20 minutes, so he's going to have to run 70 minutes on his tires and whatever fuel he's putting in the car now. So it's going to be a long stint for Jason, hoping to obviously come out in clean air, and then attempt to drive back from there and pass everyone else when they pit in the 40 to 45 minute range. James Leach. Oh, there's another one. It's Martin Joubert also into the pit for a second pit stop for Martin Joubert. So he's not making his life easy in this race. Stanley Fenton, the only Porsche on the track, doing well in 11th. It's had a little bit of contact front and back. Car's looking a little bit scratched, but not so much. And heading for a top 10 here. So good result for Stan. Andries Oosthuizen is in the other BMW, and he's in 9th place. Jason and Martin still in the pits, and there Jason gets a stop go for speeding in the pit lane. I could have scripted that. So he missed his pit lane limiter as he came in. I saw it happen, and unfortunately he's going to have to go back in and do it all over again. Well, that's bad luck, man. So he's going to be at the back of the field by the end of this race, unless there's a lot of drama ahead of him. Martin coming out and getting out of the way of these guys, because now Martin is 2 laps down, so he's getting blue flags by everybody. Shiraz Dada, I so agree with you. The Porsche has an awesome sound. Although you can hear the Porsche, but the other car that's here, the Audi, you know, I'm a big fan of the Audi, the wailing, screaming Audi, and the Lambo with the big V10s. And yeah, I love I've got to say, Bradley Taylor's car. Listen to that, man. Makes a good sound, that. Johan, hello, but posted by Moritz Krokam. Stroud had a PC crash. Yes, it was Stroud. Okay, so got it. I wasn't sure who it was. Wimpy de Beer, hello. Shouting for James. James Leach in 11th in the big blue, red and yellow GT3, Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3, and has got Craig Hunter showing severe interest in this position. So Craig Hunter not too far back. Through the final curve onto start-finish straight. That gap is half a second at the moment. So Craig Hunter might have had some dramas in the first part of his race and is slowly clawing his way back up the field. Jason Luck going through the pits now for his... Oh, and that's Martin Joubert. Oh, there's contact there. That's the other BMW. That's Andries Oosthuizen. Well, he's managed to get it going. So Andries has, from 8th place, he's had a coming together there with... Is it Martin Joubert or is it the other car? No, it is Martin Joubert. So they had a little bit of coming together, and unfortunately I think Andries has lost a position there. Is Jason Luck? Yes, okay, so he's stopping and going. Hopefully he's got his pit limiter programmed and he comes out of the pit and it clears now. Joten van Asvegen, 4th. Dirk Brand, he's up the road. 3 seconds. Jason Bradley, and well in 3rd place. Joten in 4th. Yes, there's Jason's gone out the pits and the stop go's been cleared. So he's in our net 15th position out of 19. So had a bit of bad luck there. Sean Hards in the nice yellow and blue Mercedes. It's a Bilstein color scheme in my opinion, and he's all over the back of Mr. Fenton in the Porsche and looking for a way past. So let's see how he applies a bit of pressure, and let's see how Stanley deals with that. Oh, also behind him Craig Hunter's got past James Leach. We missed that. So Craig Hunter in the McLaren has passed James Leach, and James Leach is not letting it go. He's right on the back of that McLaren. And let's go to the helicopter view. We're going to watch this into turn 1 because James is going to send it. There he goes. Oh no, James, you can't do that, chap. Oh, that was a little bit of a naughty tap on the back rear quarter. I don't know what that was about, but Craig Hunter's managed to hang on. Oh, there he goes. He's well done, James. It's exactly what you needed to do, and great stuff. Gentleman driving. He's pulled over and let Craig come back because he realized he made that mistake. So no harm, no foul, and off they go. Maybe a few seconds back from Sean Hards and Stanley Fenter. Good stuff there. Speaking of which, let's watch Sean as he's attacking the back of the Porsche. I'm watching the times. I don't see anybody else going into the pits as yet. And we're coming down to the last 60 minutes. So 30 minutes of this race done. Hunter is showing good pace. I definitely agree. He's climbing. Oh dear. Sean Hodge ran a bit deep there. And Craig's actually eating into this gap already and driving away from James Leach. So Craig running a really good pace in that McLaren. Oh, Sean Hodge is getting his braking points all wrong, and that's allowing Craig Hunter just to close in on him completely. Let's go to Craig Hunter's view. He's looking ahead at Sean Hodge in the Mercedes. Narrows it up as they go through the last chicane. Nice and smooth through there. Ride the pavement a bit. Tight braking, keep it on the apex. Sean's running deep. Craig Hunter carries his pace out to the outside of the curve of the last corner. Down they go, the start finish straight. Right, here we are into the braking zone. Sean's just not getting his braking points solid, so he's running a little bit deep in some corners, and that's compromising his times. And Craig Hunter's definitely closing the gap on him in this McLaren. Cornet Brett, how's it, buddy? On the YouTube channel, thank you. Shouting for the Gypsies. Division 2, Craig and Stanley. Division 3, Graham Stoppel, Moritz Malherbe, said Shaba Mashigo. Unfortunately, we don't have coverage on Div 3's race. But hopefully they're having a good race. Just looking at the times, these guys, besides Brent Alexander, are the closest on the track. Let's have a look what's going on here. Is Brent in a stunning liveried McLaren. Brent down in 13th. Okay, there was a time, but no one's near him, so possibly that's faded away. Let's go back to Mr. Hunter. Now the McLaren back on the... Oh, that McLaren is looking a little bit worse for wear in the front, so still chasing hard to get to the back of Sean Hodge. Sure, it's also a bit second hand on the side, so Craig Hunter, with all that damage, is actually still doing a decent pace here. Holds a good apex, keeps it tight, and gets onto the start finish line. Very good. Good quick entry onto the start finish line. Sean Hodge has settled down a bit by the looks of things in the Merc, and kind of holding that position, but we'll watch these guys for now. Joten van Aswegen up in 5th place, 1.3 seconds on the back of Mike LaRue, so that's still happening. Joten van Aswegen, then Waldo Swiggers, and then Mark Hansen. Mark Hansen has had a little quiet race all on his own and is sitting in 7th place now. It's all going to come down to these pit stops and how long people stop and whether they stop to do tires or not, fuel or not, and repair of the bodywork, which... Oh, there we go. Mr. Oosthuizen in the BMW is in from 13th place. Andries Oosthuizen, BM static. He's come to a halt, so He's in at 57 minutes, also quite an early stop. Hello Matthew Boy, welcome buddy. Gap from Taylor to Brand dropping steadily, definitely. Dirk is settled down now after a bit of a rocky start and is putting in some good laps in the Aston. And is definitely catching Bradley Taylor up in second place. Andre's still in the pits, and there he exits. So that wasn't as long as the other chaps. I've got to say, he did something, and probably has put some fuel in. I don't know if it's if he's done tires, but who knows. He's off and going. Moritz, no rain, strange. Isn't that strange, buddy? But then again, it's good for Div 2 because they have had the raw end of the stick for the past 3 rounds, I think. They got really bad weather. And back to Craig Hunter quickly because he's close. Craig Hunter on the back of Sean Hards here. Trying to find a way past now in 10th. Looking to get into the top 10 now. Nemas, is rain an option? Michael, we do set random weather patterns. The practices for the entire week have been huge rainfalls, but if you ask me, the skies are looking pretty blue, partly cloudy. I don't see any rain. However, we've got a 6-hour time advance, so let's see. Something might happen. Craig Hunter very close now, and if he gets a good drive here, it's going to be done before they get to the chicane. That Merc is so much grunt though. Craig Hunter trying hard to eke out a mistake here by Sean Hards. Braking hard into the chicane. Both of them on their braking points perfectly. Nail the apexes. Craig runs a bit deep, but not too bad. Oh, Sean's run deep. Craig's got a huge drive here. Let's go to the Helican. This is going to be a dive down into turn 1. Sean Hards veers to the right. He's going to defend. Craig goes to the left. He's going to try and go down the normal braking point. Brakes on the clean rubbered up track. Sean runs deep. Craig runs tight. Craig's next to Sean now as they go into turn. Oh, he's done it. Easy. That was a great pass. Craig didn't get drawn into the Mercedes. He braked on his markers, stopped the car well, took the apex well, and he's gone past. Sean Hards drops down to 10th. Craig goes up into 9th. That was a great overtaking move. Nice and clean. Excellent racing. Bradley Taylor and Dirk Brand, we have a swap here. We've missed this. Sure. Matt. Sorry, man. Missed this whole thing happen. James Stroud had bad luck tonight. Bash, welcome, buddy. Nice of you to join us. Okay, so Dirk Brand, Bradley Taylor's had a moment somewhere, and Dirk Brand has eaten into a 3-second deficit and put out a 1.5 second lead over Bradley Taylor. So Bradley Taylor down into 3rd place, but still doing well. Yeah, sorry Matthew, I didn't even see that happen, man, and I kind of try and keep my eye on the deltas. And yeah, we were too busy watching the other guys overtake. So we did see some overtaking. We just didn't see these guys overtake. Anyway, there's some pit stops coming up. Bradley's Audi's looking decidedly a little bit grazed up on the side. Dirk Brand's Golf liveried Aston's also a little bit dented in the front, and possibly he's carrying a little bit of aero damage. So we'll see when he pits. Hannes van Wyk, 18 laps into this race and just driving like clockwork. I expect we'll see you in Division 1 soon, to be fair. James Stroud had bad luck tonight. Moritz saying get that new RTX. PC crash, must have had a problem, James. Don't know what, buddy. Sorry, man. Jeez, PC crashes are the worst. Blue screens. Got to get on top of Windows 10, keep it up to date, get all the latest drivers, and the machine should behave. But I mean, you know that. Okay, what is going on here? Craig Hunter, again. This man's having an epic race. Craig Hunter looking for 8th. He's on the back of Stanley Fenton in the Porsche. Craig definitely driving up the field. Make no mistake. He's dropping Sean Hards by 4 seconds already. And that was only 2 laps ago. So Sean's hit a cliff face as far as his tyres goes. Or Craig Hunter's hits the grass under braking. Stanley runs long through the last air spend. He's had to pick it back up. Done. Craig Hunter goes past him. Craig up into 8th. Wow. Stanley, yeah, he didn't have the right line through that chicane and went deep through the second apex. So Craig up into 8th. I don't know from where, but we've watched him all night just passing people. So he's having the race of his life. Next up the road, Mark Hansen. Good way up the road. 27 seconds, I'm afraid, but let's see what happens. As I said, there's still pit stops going on, and we're at 50 minutes, so we're into the normal window of pit stop strategy from 45 to 40 minutes. Everyone here pretty static, 2.5 to 3 seconds apart from each other. Stanley Fenter is hanging on to the back of Craig Hunter. He's within a second, so we'll keep our eyes peeled on this dice. Interesting, very dark two-tone color scheme there, like dark brown, kind of copperish, with a black stripe Porsche that Stanley runs. Agreed. Shiraz, flawless run by Van Wyk. I mean, really, it's at the moment flag to flag, but you know, he's still got to get to the end of the race, so he's got a pit stop to do, and he's got to deal with some lappers. So let's see how he handles that later on in the race. Corne Brett saying no team orders, not sure who and where. Yeah, James. Yeah. Oh, on triples. Yeah, listen, they're I haven't touched wood. I haven't had any dramas with mine, but I kind of keep it very, very up to date. I don't take chances, and yeah, you know what it is. Ronald Buerta, go McLaren boys, Philip and Bender, Jotun and Stevo. Jotun doing really well here, 4th place. And oh, look there, Mr. Taylor's in the pit. Okay, let's keep our eyes on what's going on here. So that Audi is very scratched up. We'll have a look when he comes out of pit. If it still looks like that, I don't think so. I think he's going to do an aero repair. So Bradley's first two, there we go, car's looking brand new. It's all been cleaned up, and he's rolling, and he gets a stop go because he didn't have his pit limit on. So that's the end of Bradley Taylor's charge. What is it with everyone and the speeding in the pit lane? I mean, it's guys. Wow. Right. Mike LaRue up into 3rd place now. Dirk Brand sliding the Aston into the last chicane. And here he comes into pits as I go to him. Hold on. Dirk, don't forget pit lane limiter, please. That looks nice. At that line, that's where it happens. Good man. Right, he's in the pits. Brent Alexander's in the pits. And Martin Joubert is back in the pits. Oh, Dirk Brand's also, sorry, Jotun van Aswegen. So, McLaren's in the pits. Here we go. We're in the pit window. Everyone's going to be pitting. We shall now see who does what as far as positions goes. Mark LaRue, Dirk Brand in the pit. Jotun in the pit. So Waldo Swiggers, he's gone through, in fact. Yes, so Waldo Swiggers essentially is in third at the moment. That's Mr. Stephen Kenny behind him, but I think he's a lap down. So he's not in fourth, yeah, 13th. He's a bit further back. So Martin Jabestle in the pits, Alexander van Aswegen and Dirk Brand. I had Shiraz. 4 races in a row with disconnects. Tempted to throw my toys more than once. Yeah. I don't understand the disconnects. The only thing I can say, Shiraz, and I think this is what we've been discovering with our server admin, we've had huge dramas, as you know, running the servers on our hosting site, and it's supposed to... Ooh, I saw that Bentley running a bit wide there, Waldo. Oh yes, he is. He's off. It's back on. Shiraz, I can tell you, it's supposed to be with a business line with Vox, and our admin guy has been moaning and groaning at them for like weeks now. It's in fact months, and they blame the long distance lines that they have to piggyback off with Telkom between Durban and Cape Town and Johannesburg. And I've heard other people in Durban moaning and complaining about Vox's service in Durban, and their lines having a disconnect. So while I'm talking rubbish here, Hannes van Beeker's in the pits and Mike LaRue. So first and second have pitted. Waldo goes into the lead. So we need to have a look where... Yeah, Hannes is rolling already, man. Bradley Taylor, stop go. Brent Alexander, stop go. Hannes is out without a stop go. So you know what? It's you've got to discipline yourself and press that button, guys. Hopefully Mike doesn't get one. Where is... we're looking for... Dirk Brand. Here he comes. So Dirk Brand's the first guy to come round who has pitted. Hannes is out the pits and gone round the first corner and in the complex already, and Dirk goes by. So Mike LaRue's also out. Let's see where Mike is. Dirk's just gone past Mike. So Dirk is essentially in second place now. Oh, Mike almost turns it round on turn one. So there we go. Now we're going to wait to see Waldo come through. Shiraz, use my cell now. Yeah, I don't know who you with. Martin Jaber Hazard shouting for BWR. Shiraz, I'm not sure who, but you know, maybe Rain or one of these cellular service providers as a backup, something like that. You've been having drama since April Solidarity. Vox replaced their router. Seems to be behaving now and doesn't have disconnects anymore. Okay, so at least they're being proactive and replacing stuff for you, buddy. That's a good thing. Waldo Swiggers doesn't go into the pits, does another lap, so he is in the lead, but yet to pit. Mark Hansen in second place and isn't pitting, so he's running... well, they're not running long because we're at 43 minutes, so we're on the pit window. Hannes van Beek just behind Mark Hansen, so he's essentially almost got a whole pit stop in hand. Hannes is a net leader. He's our first pit stopper. Stanley Fenter up into fourth in the Porsche, also not pitting yet. Then we have James Leach, also not pitting yet. And on the back of Stanley Fenter, with Sean Hards into the pits. Right, so we've got to see those lights flash at that second line. Don't speed from there. There we go. So he's in. Mark LaRue goes past. Dirk Brand goes past. So Dirk Brand is second place on the timing screen, driver. And Mike LaRue in third place, not really that far back. That gap, 2.3 seconds with 42 minutes to go. Brent Alexander still got a service stop go. Martin Jabez still in the pits. Martin Jabez having a hardware issue, I'm sure. He's been in those pits plenty, long time. Sean Hard's in the pits. Be careful when you pull off. It seems people, possibly you're not hit, you guys, some of the guys are not hitting the pit stop limiter before the line, or they're pulling off and they change into second gear and the car accelerates and then they speed. These are the main problems that everyone will have, or that a lot of people have had. What we've counted four or five stop goes in tonight's race. That's you've only got yourself to blame when that happens. So poor old Jason, who was sitting up in the top 5 early on in the race, down in 14th place, and you know, that's not a nice place to be, and it's a huge climb to come back from there, and he's been in the pits twice. Okay, Waldo's in, and he stops the big Bentley. Everything looks good. So Mark Hansen's our new leader. He stays out. Hannes van Wyk is just behind him. Here he is. He's behind a slow marker. Stanley Fenty in the Porsche is also in. Slowly, Stanley. There, that line. Good man. Brent Alexander. Right, he's still got to serve his stop go. Waldo Swiggers still static. He hasn't left yet. Don't drop it to second. Waldo, pull out and go slowly. Moritz, I got my stop go for releasing the pit limiter milliseconds too early. Yep, but it happens, pal. You know, you don't have to push that button as well, Moritz. All you got to do once you go past the board is drop the car into second gear and the pit limiter turns off. So, Martin, oh, he's with us here. Martin, I'll finish in pits after first lap drama. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, okay, it all happened, but at least you're still there. Ruan, I have fiber from them and it's stable as can be. Yeah, well, we are running this server. Sorry, while I talk rubbish, Mark Hansen's still out there. Ryan Hill's running these servers on his machine. We ran Monday's race on his machine. I've been running the touring car series on my personal machine here in Parklands. We're not running them on our apparent server. We run the practice servers and the HLQ servers, but we don't trust Vox's loading for you guys when we have the races, because the ping rates just go through the roof. So we're still waiting for Vox to actually recognize that they've got their own problem, and so to be cautious, and so we make sure you guys rather have clean, quick races. We're hosting them on our own machines. That's what's going on. Yeah, Kevin Server, Shiraz, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. So Mark Hansen in the pits, finally. Hannes goes past. Oh, bumps over turn 1. So Hannes back into the lead after 25 laps. Mark Hansen in the pits. James Leach is now in third and still hasn't pitted yet. Where's James? Here he comes. Dirk Brand coming into turn 1 with Martin LaRue just behind him. Sorry, Mark LaRue. And Joten van Aswegen coming down the start-finish straight. So, Mark Hansen's pitting. James Leach still to pit. Peter Grayling down in 16th, yet to pit. And then everyone's essentially completed their pit stops. So, Mark, don't get a stop-go. Just get it out there nice and smoothly. You should come out, I don't know, 4th, 5th. 6th maybe, let's see. Yeah, Ruan Vox, everyone's saying it's Afriest. Everyone blames everybody else, but you know, at the end of the day, guys need to take account for their own services. Drives me insane. Right, James Leach gone through sector 2, so the timing system is updated. James is officially up into second, and he'll be pitting shortly. Mark Hansen's rolling. And he's out. No stop go. Well done. So Mark Hansen out in 6th place. So he's a net position up on his 7th earlier. And with James Leach still to pit, he's going to go up into 5th place. So this is great stuff for Mark Hansen. Oh no, there's Waldo. Alright, so timing's still updating. Waldo Swiggers is in 6th. So let's see, where's James? It's coming up to the chicane. Is this going to be his in lap? Yo, still not. James Leach running a long session. Right, so Mike LaRue on the back of Dirk Brand. Very on the back of Dirk Brand. Let's go to the helicam and watch this down to turn 1. I was back on the internet story. I looked at an article on my broadband today. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. As Mike LaRue closes in on the back of Dirk Brand. We are on the continent of Africa, the 2nd or 3rd quickest country as far as download speeds go. And then when you plonk Africa back into planet Earth and you equate us to the rest of the planet, we are down in like 79th or 80th or 74th. That's how far down we are as far as download speeds. Quickest countries are somebody in Sweden or Norway or one of those Scandinavian countries at 400 and something megabits per second download speed. Standard. So, yeah, hey, it's third world Africa here, and these guys charge body parts for data, so I don't know what to say. Right. Mike, hanging on to the back of the Aston. That gap is, according to the timing sheets, 0.3, 0.2 of a second, and Mike's definitely pressurizing Dirk. James Leach still not in the pits yet. Dirk swings across to take his normal racing line through the chicane. Gets it right. Runs a bit. No, everything looks good. Got good pace. Yo, Mike piles it into the last corner. Closes up dramatically. They're coming up to traffic here. And Dirk's looking for a draft behind the big BMW of Andries Oosthuizen. Now moves back across. Now he's got a pile of rubber in his tyres. Mike LaRue's going down the inside. Now pulls back. Oh, climbing on the brakes. Both of them nail the apex. That's an awesome braking point through turn 1 and into the complex. And off they go for another lap. Bradley Taylor in the pits again. Okay, so I missed this. What's going on here? He was in 2nd. He pitted okay. He got a stop go. He cleared the stop go, and now he's back in the pits. James Leach, you are now well under the 40-minute timing system, which tells me James has been running a brimmed Mercedes and is probably going to pit in like the last 20 minutes or so. Which could bring him out possibly around 6th or 7th. So let's see how he deals with this. I think he's in a race with Steve Kenny and Mark Hansen. So, oh dear, he didn't get that corner right. Oh yes, he ran deep there. I think he's... No, but the tyres, they don't go off. You know what, we've seen the likes of John Deere's and companies run hour and a half sessions on the same tyres. So the story about your tyres going off, I think, is bollocks unless you've got the pressure wrong. But I think he just outbraked himself. Is he coming in? No, he's not. So James stays out. Mark LaRue still hanging on to the back of Dirk Brand. Jeez, they are as close as can be right now. Hunter seems to have paused his climb. Yep. It's gone backwards actually, down to 9th, and Although he might be stuck a little bit behind Jotun or whoever this is. It's Steve Kenny. So this is for position, actually. My mistake. Sorry, I thought Steve was a lap down. So Craig Hunter's, yeah, he's got to try and get past here. If anybody's been overtaken tonight, it's going to be Craig Hunter, that's for sure. We've seen him go past like 5 cars. So, and now, let's watch this. Everyone's just weaving around here. Stephen Kenny eventually settling down. Oh, look at the drive, and Steve into the pits. Oh dear. Don't know what that's about, but something's wrong. Maybe he didn't put enough fuel in. But there goes Craig Hunter up into 9th place. Don't speed. Steve Kenny, well done. Right. Craig Hunter pulls through. I don't know why Steve's in the pits. Something's going on there. Multiple pit stops. I'm not too sure why. Yeah, Moritz did a 1 hour 5 stint on Monday and tires felt fine. I agree. I think if you do look after them and they're perfect pressures and you don't drive like a cowboy, you can certainly make them go a lot further than what we're led to believe. Hannes van Wyk with nearly 30 minutes to go, half an hour left, and this Aston looks like it came off the showroom floor at the moment. 27 seconds up the road from Dirk Brand. Dirk Brand into second. Right, hang on. Yes, right. So Dirk has done a good driving job and has gone past James Leach. We missed it. So James Leach is taking some strain here. At some point he's got to pull the trigger and go into the pits. It's probably going to be now. Mike LaRue is not far back and Mike's about to go past him. So we'll keep an eye out on this lot. Bash, depends on the pace, definitely. I think, you guys up front and the Porsches, you've got to look after them. The tires, sorry. So, Mike LaRue looking at the back of James Leach and also seeing Dirk Brand. James, that was Sean Hards moving over. So Sean Hards in the other Mercedes, he's being lapped in 10th, kindly moving over for these guys to pile on through. There he is in the yellow Merc. And behind Sean Hards is now Andries Oosthuizen in the BMW, who's caught him quickly because he moved over there. So let's see now. Is James going to go into the pits now? Now come up to the last chicane. Gets through there, okay. Yes, there he goes. Right, so James dives in. Mike LaRue goes past for 3rd place position with Jotun. Excuse me. And then Waldo Swiggers coming up the road. This is where, yeah, James is in the pits now. So depending on his stop, he's going to put fuel and probably fix the car up. Maybe tires, I guess. So our guesstimate he's coming out around 8th or 9th. Craig Hunter, Steve Fenter. Oh, Stanley Fenter. Waldo Swiggers rolling past. So Waldo now going to pop up into net 4th, I beg your pardon. Jotun's gone through. Waldo's gone through. James Leach, he's still static. He hasn't moved yet. So next coming along, Mark Hansen. Mark Hansen's coming up to the chicane still. He hasn't got onto that lap yet. James Leach, still static. Filling it up. Shiraz. Yes, you do get punctures. You get tires that lose pressure. And when the temperature goes down, you get told to stay off the curbs. The mark goes past James Leach here, as does Craig Hunter. Craig Hunter's with him. Let's keep it clean here, chaps. Very nice. So there we go. I was spot on. James Leach is out one position in front of Craig Hunter. Craig Hunter won't take that. He's going to try and get past him as soon as he can. He's already looking for a way past. There you got a good drive out that corner. He's going to throw it down the inside. James Leach didn't close that off, but he's going around the outside. Craig Hunter late braking. James is still there. They're next to each other. They both give each other room. This is good racing. Now you see the grunt of both of the cars actually, and Craig manages to close that position. So, and good braking down into the hairpin. So there we go. Craig, great stuff. Up into the net 7th. Yeah, sorry, Shiraz. So you get that your crew chief starts saying lower tire pressure or tire pressure loss of pressure. It doesn't go flat straight away, but it slowly dissipates depending on where you are in the race and how much longer you've still got to go. You don't have to go in and change it, but you've got to keep your eye on it and watch it. And if the pressure does drop too badly, you can suffer a full-blown puncture and you'll feel it. But the car goes for a whole ball. Bash, that was good driving, agreed. Very great awareness. They knew exactly where everyone was. That was awesome. Using their crew chief and the Helios app or the onboard radar. Alrighty, done. Sub 30 minutes, 25 minutes to go. Mr. Oosthuizen in the BMW attacking Sean Hards. This is 10th and 11th. This is Peter Kraling. Hang on a second. Oh, sending it, Peter, sending it down the inside. Wow. That was a position change on Brent Alexander in the McLaren, and he went deep, and okay, maybe it wasn't a send, but Peter certainly sent it and went round the inside. We just caught the end of that. So off they go. So back to Andries Oosthuizen looking at the back of Sean Hards. Big BM against the Merc. Oh, hard on the brakes. Oh, Craig Hunter. Here comes another one on Mark Hansen. Jeepers, Craig Hunter is passing cars tonight. He's having the race. This is the driver of the evening, if you ask me. I mean, not that Van Wyk doesn't deserve it, but you can't say Van Wyk's really had to do a lot except keep the car on the track. Okay, that's a lot, but he hasn't passed many people. Craig Hunter has passed, I'd say at least 6-7 cars. And good, oh dear. Mark Hansen runs deep. Craig almost follows him and does get past him cleanly, and behind him Jason Leach is following suit. So Mark Hansen having a huge moment, and these three, yeah, Mark's lost 2 positions there for running through that chicane. Let's see into the braking point. James Leach braking very late, right on the back of Craig Hunter. Craig now net 6th position with 23.5 minutes to go. But I don't think this is over. James Leach certainly looking to come back at him, but we'll see. I think Craig manages his position well. Further back, Mark saying 1/10 back behind James Leach. There they are, the 3 of them. And that's how the cookie crumbles right now. This is the closest dice on the track. Martin LaRue 3.4 seconds behind Dirk Brand, who's 26.5 back from Hannes. So bar a very serious mechanical failure, Hannes seems to have this one wrapped up. Weather still looks good. And I was led to believe that Jason said they'd increased the variables to try and generate more sun, rain, sun kind of scenarios. But because this is all automated, there's nothing much we could do. We put in the various codes for that, and this is what we got. So as most of you guys saw, we had practice some of the days that it was flooded, and then the next day or 2 hours later it was clear sunshine. So you just got to take what we get. Right, Craig Hunter driving away from James Leach, almost up to 2 seconds already, so clearly it's a traffic story. Who's next? It would be Waldo Swiggers. Where is he on the track? He's going down through the hairpin, so this gap is 20 seconds. Craig Hunter to the next position. 20-second gap with 21.5 minutes to go. Let's see. Although I doubt it, but keep it up, Craig. Bradley Taylor's all the way back down in 14th place after running a second in the Audi. I don't know what the story was with the double pit stop and speeding in the pit lane. Stop go. He'll have to kick his own behind for that. Eleven laps back from Jason Luck in the Ferrari. Stephen Sparks 3 laps behind Bradley Taylor in 15. Peter Kralin, as I say that, Stephen Sparks pulls into the pits again. That's also his second or third pit stop. Very weird. Ruan, not on Swiggers. Oh, you mean Craig Hunter catching Waldo? Yeah, okay, so that gap's still 19-20 seconds. I agree. I think it's too much of a mountain climb for Craig, but Waldo could spin the car and Craig will be on him. So it's 20 minutes to go. You never know, buddy. So Stephen Sparks back in the pits. Brent Alexander and Peter Kralin, they were close just now. Peter Kralin's driven out 8.8 seconds from Brent Alexander. So the only other close race at the moment is Mark Hansen on the back of James Leach. 0.6 of a second here, half a second as they break into turn 1. James takes a very weird line into that braking point. Mark runs down the rubberized side of the track. And he's close. This is a lot closer than half a second now, so we'll see if Mark can hatch something here and get past James and go up to 7th. Every position's points. Agreed, Shiraz and Ruan. Tall order unless Waldo makes a mistake. Waldo, go boy. Let me just get on my private radio channel with him and tell him he's only 2 seconds. He's got to stop go. Imagine if I could do that. Waldo in the Boatley. Stop go for going over the curbs. Hey, I'm sure he bumped the barrier there. Look at these lap times. We'll put the timetable up. This shows... okay, I'm going to go to the basic HUD. So, Waldo's best lap, a 1:58.1. His last lap at 2.0. So, 2.2 seconds difference. Last lap from his best lap time. Currently up in his delta, so he's certainly not going slowly. And chasing him, Craig Hunter, he's doing 157s, gentlemen. So he essentially caught Waldo by 3 seconds on that last lap. So, yeah, Craig's trying. Now we've got something going on. 157.8 and Waldo at 20.3. That's 2.5 to 3 seconds. We'll see when he goes over for this lap. He's currently half a second slower. Craig Hunter also half a second down. So let's see. Interesting to see what happens when they come around. Mark LaRue currently up on his Delta. And in a healthy third place, 5.5 seconds back from Dirk Brand. Okay, Waldo's about to... What's going on here? Who lost the connection? Oh, did we just have a server drop? Or was it a me drop? Okay, hold on, people. Hope that wasn't the server. Stand by. Live 2, connect. Ugh. Hope that was just a me and not... Okay, all good. Right, let's get back here. I've got to stop and reload this. Stand by. Let me get my mouse out of there. I need to load this broadcasting tool again because I had to restart. It's a bit of a problem. That's the first time that's happened. Connect. Alright, I'm back online. Waldo, here we go. Right, Waldo's last lap, a 159.3 and Craig Hunter a 158.4. So, he's trying. Let's go back to the broadcasting screen. So that gap at the moment between Waldo and Craig with 15 minutes to go, it's 29 seconds. Okay, still quite a way out. I don't think he's going to make it. I think. Dirk is having a good race, all the way up into second. Sure, there was an interesting drop. That was a me drop and not the race drop. I disconnected. Weird. You can see Martin Jabez also got a high ping rate, even though he's sitting in the pits. So possibly there's some internet connection issue somewhere. Anyway, thankfully I fixed that. We're back on. Hunter gets an A for effort. Agreed, Shiraz. Definitely. Eighteen cars, 19. So somebody's dropped off here. It's Mr. Dos Santos. The BMW's gone again. So I think Chris Dos Santos has either had load shedding hit him and he's had to disconnect, or he's disconnected, but I can't see him on the timing screen. Oh, Dirk throws that Aston in. That was very stable. Let's have a look at Dirk's times here, actually. 157.3 and his last lap a 158.5. So Dirk's certainly pushing the Aston along. Mike LaRue 6 seconds back. I can't see much change in there, but you never say never. We're down to 13.5 minutes. Again, you know, you run wide, or you put a wheel on a rumble strip or on a curb and spin the car around, you're going to lose 20 seconds. That position's gone. Dirk Brand last lap a 158.5. Solid laps. Very, very consistent. Matthew, Brand qualified 12th, Hunter 10th, and Swiggers from 13th. All standout drives. That's actually a good point. Thanks, Matthew. So Dirk Brand from 12th to 2nd. Okay, thanks to a huge turn 1 incident, but still. Craig Hunter, P10 to a solid P6, but he's passed more than 4 cars. So he's had some issues, and Craig's done at least 6 or 7 overtakes. Yeah, agreed. Hunter enjoyed himself the most. And then Waldo Swiggers from 13th to 5th. So some good position changes happening. Oh, Mr. Oosthuizen in the BM. Yo, Sean Hards is taking strain here. Andries has been doing this for the best part of 5 laps or more, and Sean's actually been dealing with the pressure well. So yeah, agreed, Shiraz. There was that turn 1 incident that turned around a couple of people. Anyway, it is what it is. We saw what happened. Yo, Andries Oosthuizen piling it down into the hairpin to sector 2. Gaps down to 0.4. No, it's closer than that right now. But that Merc is just so much grunt. Again, this is going to be a situation if Sean Hards makes a mistake and runs wide somewhere, Andries Oosthuizen's going to just breeze past him because he's that close. He gets a good drive out of a corner and Sean doesn't, something like that. Now they go up to the last chicane. He's not close enough here, but he's going to be close if he can get a good drive into the last turn and onto the start-finish line. Oh, they nail it through the apexes there. Great line. The twin-turbo BMW, it's got a complete different sound, even though it's an 8. To the, oh, and he gets a bit of a tank slap and he loses some time there. Right, 10 minutes to go. Andries last lap at 2:01 with a best of a 1:59. So cuts over the apex of turn 1 to try and hang on to the back of Sean. He's there or thereabouts. It must be these two cars extremely evenly matched, and yeah, it's difficult just to make up time on when the guy ahead of you is kind of at the same level and the car's at the same performance. Oh, he gets a good drive here. Can't do anything though. This isn't a long enough straight, but if he can get through these 2 corners and down to the hairpin close enough, possibly. Identical. Sure. Great stuff to watch though. Can't see anything much going on anywhere else right now, gents. Shiraz, is it getting overcast? Let's go in on board and have a look. It looks very grey. So we're at a time advance of 6 hours. It's definitely getting a bit dark. Yes, I don't see sun anywhere. So this is the Andries Oosthuizen view. As you can see, Sean goes very tight into the apex of turn 1. Andries takes a faster line through the corner, gets a good acceleration, looking for the draft down to turn 1. That lap at 150, at 2.0. Comes out again. Sean Hards braking in the dirty section of the track. Andries tries to bring it in but doesn't get enough drive, and off they go for another lap. Oh, he runs wide and deep here. He throws away some time. Looking at the weather in the top right hand corner, gents, 3 minutes cloudy, 10 minutes cloudy, and there's only 8 minutes of the race left, so I'd say no. Track temp still at 33 degrees. I don't think we're going to see any rain before the end of this race. Oh, sorry boys. Craig gap. Everyone's shouting. Let's go and see. Craig Hunter, look at this. Look at this. 1.7 seconds from whatever it was. Run. And now? Weldon must have had a moment somewhere, and he is definitely sweating. This is the race to follow. Sorry, Andries Verstappen in the BM, you keep it up, but Craig is, oh, he's all over him. We're going to go helicam down to the hairpin. Wow, very, very impressive. And Craig goes down the inside, he's sending it. No, yes, yes. Waldo hangs out wide, he's in the marbles, and that's game over. Just like that, Craig has gone up into 5th place. Yeah, run. Look what happened, buddy. I told you. Verstappen was also very good. I agree. Yeah, and Craig goes. There he goes. Driving away. Well done, the big Bentley. He just doesn't have it. Maybe the grip's gone. Maybe it's big tank of a car. He's hurt the tires. I don't know. But that was a 20-second lead with 20 minutes to go. And it's gone in a good few laps. So great stuff by Craig. 5th place. Alright, let's go and watch Andries again. Still trying hard on the back of this Mercedes-Benz. Ruin. The Bentley slow boat. The Boatley slow boat. Oh, check at this. Andries trying so hard. It's down to under 6 minutes now, so he knows he's running out of time. If he's going to get this 10th place, he's got to start making moves. And Sean's leading him. Sean's taking odd lines. He's going the long way around corners. Let's go into the car here. Okay, Sean's in on the apex here. Holds it tight, as does Andries. Andries gets good acceleration now. Up they go. This is a Schumacher S's, and Sean does a weird move through here sometimes. Except this time he does a perfect line. Right, clean on the brakes, nicely through here, don't slide. Put the power down. Oh, too much there. Okay, off we go. Up to the last chicane now. The BM definitely closes in on the back of Sean Hart. They brake and pile it in through the chicane. All good. Sean turns in tight for the chicane. For the apex of the last turn. Andries goes out in out. And another lap. Here we go. 42 laps. 41 they might be. Last lap at 201. Sure, skies are getting very grey. Just too much, too little, too late actually. Oh, there, see, Sean runs deep there. Here's Andries' chance. Now he's got a bad line through here. Now he should have him. Oh, and he didn't get the drive. That's what I'm saying. If he got that drive out there, he would have been next to Sean. Matthew, come on. Typical BMW drivers, no indicators. Aye. Can't be like that, Matthew. Okay, send it. Here's a chance. He lifted. I swear I heard him lift. Oh, Andries. 3.5 minutes to go, gents. 2 laps. This is for the final top 10 position. Sean Hart's hanging on with long fingernails. Oh, he runs deep there again. And look, Andries follows him. Andries is watching the car, not his track and his braking points. If he braked early, he would have been next to him there. Oh, he got a good drive here. Here he comes. Go now. Keep on going. Going around the outside. Oh. And he's back in behind him. Leach on Swiggers. Yeah. Leach on Swiggers? No, nothing's going on there. We're going back here. Look at this. We've got to send it going around the outside. Come on, Andres. Right, now swing it in and accelerate. Here we go. He's next to him. Now keep it up. Go around the outside. Oh, he's gone too deep. Okay, bring it in. This is where Sean runs deep here. So now if Andres is on the ball here and Sean pushes it too far, Andres is tight. Sean's coming round. Okay, this one. Go. Put your foot down. Go. Oh, he gets a bit of a tank slapper. He's next to him. Here we go. Oh, around the outside. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. Now you're on the inside. I think Andres has done it. Oh, Sean Hards with 1 minute 40 seconds to go. And that position's changed. Oh, how was that, boys? Sean Hards, what, is he going to try? Let's go on board with Sean. Cockpit. He's probably going, oh! He's doing a Homer Simpson. Oh, it's got a bit of oversteer there. Andres cleaner through the Schumacher S's. Right, let's not run deep now. Oh, he's run a mile deep. Sean Hards is coming back at him. Andres, what did you do? Go to Andres' car. Oh, he threw that away. Now he's got to do it all over again. Jeez. My nerves. Ruan. Oh no. Waldo. James Leach. Looking for Waldo. Looking for Waldo. Waldo. James down the inside. Oh, he's done it. James goes past Waldo for 6th. Oh, Ruan. Oh no. 1 lap to regain everything. Here we go. They've all got a lap. So we've got sure. Struggling to keep up here, guys. Let's keep our eyes on the times. Westhuizen behind Hards, 3/10. James Leach driving away from Waldo now. Hang on, but now we got Mark Hansen coming up the back of Waldo. Watch here. It's not over. Oh, and the McLaren. That's not for position. No, McLaren's trying to unlap, so he's got to lift. Okay. Andres. Oh. Andres trying hard again. Send it. Go. He's lifted. He's pulled out of that. Right, Sean Hards. Oh, they've gone past Jason Luck. No, they haven't. Jason Luck's caught onto the back of them. So all this racing's brought Jason Luck into the picture. Mark Hansen goes into the pits. Oh no, wait, something's gone wrong. It's race over. I think he's finished. So these guys, but they weren't there yet. Where's Mark Hansen? He's gone. Oh yes, these guys are finished. Okay, let's go back to that race. Andres, Jason trying to get past Andres now. Andres under pressure from Jason Luck. Jeez. We'll talk to Hannes shortly. Let's just watch this finish. Anybody sending it? Anybody? Jason, oh, tried. And that's how they're going to finish. 8th, 9th, well, I think it was 9th, 10th, and 11th. Jeez, great race to watch. Wow, hope you guys enjoyed that. Dash. Yes, okay. All done and dusted. That was amazing. Right, hang on. Let me see if I can go and find Hannes. I will be back with you shortly. Right, I'm back with you. Just turn the music down here and see if I can find. Here he is. Stand by. Mr. Van Wyk, are you there, sir?
Mr. Paterson, yes, I'm here.
Yesterday, how are you, buddy?
Well, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good now.
Jeez, that was a drive from flag to flag. It was easy, man. You showed these guys where you were, and 20-something plus seconds all the time. It was a great race for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, like if it's uneventful, then you normally do good. So yeah, I guess I got lucky today. It's one of those days that everything just went for me.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know if you saw it happening, but turn one, it was chaos behind you. You managed to get around it and you got away.
I looked in the braking zone. I looked in my rear view mirror and I saw the guys were coming closer, but I thought, no, wait, I'm gonna get through this. And when I went round the corner, I realized that now, there's nobody behind me again. So, yeah. And uneventful from there, which is good.
Yeah. Look, in all honesty, what also happens, although, okay, it happened to me, but it was lucky in the touring cars being out in front. You're actually racing yourself, so you can only lose your own race by making a mistake and doing something wrong, So you still had enough pressure just to do 45 minutes worth of a perfect pit stop and lap after lap. So it's certainly not easy, but you had it a bit easier than some of the other guys. The car handling and the tires, everything good, Hannes?
Yeah, no, everything went perfect. But normally what happens to me is I either get a penalty for exceeding track limits or, drive-through penalty. So, yeah, that's the stuff you're talking about, racing yourself. And you still got to concentrate on that.
Yeah.
And luckily did that tonight. Kept my nose clean. And everything went well.
Awesome.
So, glad about that.
I'm sure you might have been watching on your timing screens. There was at least 5 or 6 guys with stop goes for speeding in the pit lane. It's just, you throw it away if you do that. But as long as you
look, I mean, I've done it.
Yep.
Countless times.
Yeah.
And I'm always so pissed off at myself when I do that. And. I know. So yeah, I literally went so slow in the pit lane coming in and going out just to make sure I don't make that mistake again.
Yeah, well, I think with the amount of extra time that you had, and obviously you had to just play it safe with the other guys and the different pit stop strategies, but you built up enough time that you could go in overly cautious and still have a decent pit stop and come out, it was almost a free pit stop. That's how well your race was there.
Well, yes, I just kept saying to myself, okay, or thought kept creeping into my head, like, okay, I can make one mistake, maybe.
Yeah.
And they won't catch me. And then I'm like, no, don't even think about making a mistake. Just keep it clean and just drive through to the end. And yeah, luckily today it went my way.
Good man. Well, I'm sure I'm gonna have some side-by-side racing with you at some point in the near future in Division 1, pal.
Of course.
Yeah. I had a couple of little.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, we'll mess around there. I'm at the back of the fast cars, and I get frustrated, but yeah, you had an awesome race tonight, my friend. It was all about you. You did very well. So congrats, thumbs up, and you can give yourself a good pat on the back.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the work you guys do behind the scenes. Appreciate it.
Excellent, buddy. I'll pass on your sentiments to the other guys. Thanks very much for the chat.
Man. All right. Have a good one.
Cheers, mate.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. So there we go. Hannes van Wyk, literally flag to flag win. Clockwork all the way through. Perfect pit stop strategy. No dramas. Nothing more you can say. You can't really argue. That was a good race. Thank you to everyone for your company on the YouTube channel tonight. We had a good number of people watching. Michael Nimas, thank you for coming and visiting from Germany. I'm sure Jason sent you the link to come and watch. Renier Leach, how's it? Yeah, you popped in late. Ruan, Mark Nagier, Shiraz, Martin, everybody else, thanks guys. It was good fun. That that's it from my side, and we'll see you next week for GP series again. Monday night will be Div 1 GP, and then the usual Div 2 on Wednesday. So cool. See you then. Take it easy and stay safe. Cheers, guys.